My big brother is born September 13th, 1935. Our baby sister, Sharon Rose. Dad said he couldn't call her Rosa Sharon, so he'd just call her Sharon Rose. One day I'll see her, and she'll be a beautiful young woman. My mom, Meta Marie. Mom and Dad were married October 22nd, 1941. Mom used to tell me all the time, I never knew any difference between Billy and you kids. He always seemed like my own baby. Daddy told us, I've been both mother and daddy to Billy, and we've been chums together, and he's stuck with me. So everywhere I go, I take Billy. My sisters, Rebecca and Sarah.
I want to tell you about little Sarah and Rebecca. So the next morning I couldn't sleep, and I got up, was sitting in the chair, and after a while, Becky being the oldest, she had longer legs than Sarah, and so Becky come running, woke up, jumped out of bed, not waking her little sister up, and here she come through the house running as hard as she could. She's saying, "Daddy, Daddy." I stuck out one of my legs, and she jumped across there, pretty well balanced, kind of like the modern church, you know, it's been in the game for a long time, you know, for several hundred years. She could balance herself right well, and she put her arms around me and said, "Oh, my daddy, my daddy." And little Sarah had, in the commotion, woke up. Well, I don't know where your children does, they're not mine does. The younger one gets the hand-me-downs. And so Sarah had on Becky's pajamas, feet about that much too long, you know, and here she come, little bitty short fella, falling, stumbling, and she got there a little late. So Becky turned around and said, "Sarah, my sister, I want to tell you something." She said, "I was here first, and I have the monopoly, so I've got all of Daddy, and there's none left for you." That's the way some people try to think about religion, isn't it? That's right. And poor little Sarah, she dropped her little lip, her little black eyes looked up at me, and she started to cry. And Becky had her cheek against mine, hugging me. I love her. And Sarah started to walk away because Becky had all of Daddy. I screwed the other knee out like this and motioned to her like that. Oh, she perked up right quick and jumped up on my knee, so she hadn't been around very long, and her legs wouldn't even reach the floor. She's kind of a little tottery, perhaps like I am. Just a little tottery, you know, and she couldn't reach the floor. She wasn't a big denomination, you know, and so she couldn't get down on the solid floor. She hadn't been around long enough. And so she was kind of tottering, and I threw both arms around her like this and hugged her up close to me, and she sparkled those little black eyes and looked back to Rebecca. She said, "Rebecca, my sister," she said, "it may be true that you've got all of Daddy, but I want you to know one thing, Daddy's got all of me."